Okay, now we're going to look at how you can use a fretboard toolbox to make what are called bar chords. And bar chords use the exact same principle that we learned in the major scales on how to build chords. But what you do a little bit different is you're going to cover lots of the strings with one finger, and then you'll add other fingers up above. So we can learn to make a, let's start with the B minor chord. If I want to play a B minor chord, I need the notes B, D, and F sharp. And so if I come down here and I say, where can I cover just B's, D's, and F sharps? On the 5th string, I can hit that B and start with my B. And then I need, on the 4th string, a B, D, or F sharp. So I could hit this D, or I can come up here to the 4th fret on the 4th string and hit this F sharp. So I can go B on the 5th string, F sharp on the 4th, B on the 3rd, and then I need a D note, so I can put this on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and then I can hit this F sharp with my 1st finger. So I'm going to cover this F sharp and this B all with one finger, and then I'm going to use other fingers to cover F sharp, B, and D. So I'll just be playing B's, D's, and F sharp with notes, which gives me a B minor chord. It'll look like this. Okay, here's that B note. So I just went B minor, A minor, G. And if you look at an A minor and then you look at a B minor, it's the same fingering, or they can be played with the same fingering. I just need to use this first finger to cover all these notes. And don't be frustrated if that's hard at first, because it's learning bar chords takes a lot of finger strength and a lot of practice to get it down. But you can build all different kinds of chords this way. If I want to build a G major chord, I need the notes G, B, and D. So I could play the same way that I showed you in the previous video. But I can also play a G major chord as a bar chord. And to do that, I'm going to put this first finger on the G note, and then I'm going to cover D and G on the 5th fret of the 5th and 4th string. Then I'm going to cover this B on the 3rd string on the 4th fret, and then I'm going to use that first finger to cover D and G. So I'm going to have my first finger covering all these 6 frets, or all these 6 strings on the 3rd fret, and then I'm going to use the notes D, G, and B to play just G's, B's, and D's, which always gives you a G major chord. And that would look like this, which looks just like an E major. And what bar chords let you do is, here's F major, here's F sharp major, and here's G major. So we had that B minor, and I can also play a C major just like this. So to play this C major, what I'm going to be doing is I'm playing the notes C, E, and G, just like I'm doing all the time with a C major chord. And what I did there was I started on the 5th fret, on the 5th string, on the 3rd fret, and I put a C down, and I laid my first finger down all these notes here, and then I needed to hit this G note on the 4th string, 5th fret. I needed the C note on the 3rd string, 5th fret, and then I needed this E note on the 2nd string, 5th fret. So I just covered G, C, E. So going down, I went C, G, C, E, and G, and that gives you a C major chord. And then if I just move up 2 frets from that C major, that gives me a D major chord. So I can play all the same chords that I would play in the open positions, but I can just play them with bars. And like I said, bars take quite a bit of time to get down, but once you understand the technique and what you're trying to do is just cover the same notes, but you're just using your fingers to play them up higher, you can play things all over the place. I can play that same G major chord, G, B, and D. I can play it up here if I want on the 10th fret with my first finger on everything, and then covering G, D, G, B, G, And just like I did on that C major down here, and then on the D major here, I can play the same thing, same position, and get a G major chord up here. So you can start building chords all over the place when you understand how they're set up. I hope that was helpful, and we'll have more videos to come. Thanks for checking it out.